I was so surprised to see. Happy Tuesday, Bachelor Nation. My name is Yani if you're new, and I am so excited to be back every Tuesday recapping The Bachelorette. Katie was one of my favorites on Matt James's season, and I just love that she's always standing up for other women. She's very sex positive, and she's just very confident, and it was well deserved. I can already tell it's going to be a really good season, so let's just get right into it. Let's start with the co-hosts. We have Tayshia Adams and Kaitlyn Bristowe, former Bachelorettes. I feel like they should have had women hosting The Bachelorette years ago. I think the dynamic between the three of them is so much fun. It's just like sisterhood. They can be there to comfort her, they can give her advice, and it's just very nice to see kind of like girlfriends hanging out, and they're just so funny and likable, and it's nice to see them back on the screen. Backstory, the first Bachelorette that I ever watched was Trista's season, and that was the last time that I was watching any of the seasons. I just got back into it last year for Peter's season, so I've just been hooked ever since. And yeah, I just wanted to throw that backstory out there because I know Kaitlyn Bristowe, or I know of her because the Bella twins had her on the podcast, and then she was on Dancing with the Stars, and I just started listening to her podcast, and I love her. I think she's just so funny, straight to the point, and I was just very excited to see that they were both hosting the show. Tayshia, she's just like a ball of energy. Her smile is infectious, so it's nice to see them back on the screen. So for my favorite guys right now, my favorite one is Greg. He just seems like such a sweetheart, and I've been seeing his name all over social media, so he does seem to be a fan favorite. I just love the fact that he said his nieces and nephews make him more excited to have kids, and he wants to start a family. So he does seem like a genuine guy, and he seems to be there for all the right reasons. So right now he's for sure my favorite. My second favorite is Trey, and he's the one that came in with a fake accent. I thought that was really funny. It's a nice way to break the ice. And he just seems like such a sweet, sensitive person. He's a family guy, and I just love his energy. So I also like Connor B, Connor the cat. I love the dedication, showing up in a cat costume, especially being in a room full of men. I thought it was just really funny, and we all know Katie loves cats, so that was really cute. He was in character and everything. He's a teacher. The only red flag was that he's a musician. I just feel like musicians are there to further their career, but who knows, because he really did seem like a nice guy, but my guard is up just a little with him. Next, we have Michael, and at first, I'm not trying to be mean, but I felt like he was a little bit kind of goofy, but he takes out this watch and he tells her that he wants to give her something that's been in his family for over 200 years. It's an heirloom. It's, very important to him, and she's kind of like, oh my god, like, what is he giving me? And he just starts laughing and says he got it at the airport. That was probably the best icebreaker. It was really funny, and he wasn't my favorite right away, but once she had that one-on-one time with him and seeing the highlights for what's coming up this season, he just seems so sweet, so genuine, and I am definitely on his team as well. So for the entrances, I didn't really see any like crazy ones like we see on The Bachelor. But I will say that the present was probably really funny because he stood in there the whole time. I feel like that was really funny, but at the same time, what if she got rid of him because she didn't spend that much time with him? I think she might have just kept him because she was attracted to him, but we'll see. Let's talk about Katie's dress. I was very disappointed in what they put her in. I was just, I saw Tayshia's dress last season of The Bachelorette, and it was stunning, and I just feel like they did Katie so dirty. They could have had her in something else, but let's just hope the other dresses are a lot better, but she still looked very beautiful. Let's talk about who got the first kiss, and I don't remember his name, but it was the artist, and he's really, really talented. He drew the heart-shaped roses. The painting was so beautiful. He was very confident, he just went in for it, and at the beginning of the episode, she told Tayshia and Caitlin that she really wants somebody that's confident. So kudos to him because he just went in for it. There were two funny moments that stood out to me, and the first one was the RV guy. I can't remember his name either. It's the first episode, bear with me, I will learn all of their names soon. But he was just, it just gave me creeper vibes. He was really funny, he didn't want her to leave. The RV kind of looked a little dirty. She obviously was very uncomfortable, and she just seemed like she wanted somebody to help her, but I thought that was really funny. And then the next one was the altercation kind of between Aaron and Cody, which was so random because I thought that they knew each other because he was telling him how much he didn't like him and was just going off like super angry about nothing because they don't even know each other. They met that night. So that was just really, really random and came out of left field. But I thought that was really funny, so we'll see how the drama plays out between them. Cody just laughed it off because he's obviously crazy. Not Cody, Aaron. The first impression rose is very important, and that's pretty much what everybody fights for on the first night. So I thought it was going to be between Connor B the cat, James in the box, and Greg. I thought it was going to be Connor B because they're like making out like crazy, and she loves cats, and they just had a really good one-on-one. And James because he was in that box for so long, and all the guys were kind of making it a thing, saying he better not get it, and I think he just intimidated them because he was good, he's good looking. And then Greg, just because he's such a sweetheart, he was very nervous. So she ends up giving it to Greg, and I was so happy about that because he's just himself. He doesn't really try. And during their one-on-one, he gave her a necklace that his 3-year-old niece made for her, and it's made out of noodles and it's different colors. I just thought that was really sweet. At the end of the episode, we see highlights of what's coming up this season, and I was so surprised to see Blake outside of her window with a little boombox. I feel like I had seen that somewhere online, but I didn't really pay attention to it. But I love Blake, and he just seems very compatible with her. They're very like perverted and they're silly, but they can also be serious. So once I saw her on Matt's season, I was like they would be perfect together. So I really hope that he's there for a while. But of course the guys have an issue with him, as most contestants do when somebody new comes in, especially later. But that's going to be fun to watch because he is one of my favorites. Well, that's all for my recap, and I look forward to seeing you guys every single Tuesday. Don't forget to bring your rosé, champagne, your wine, whatever you want to drink. Leave a comment down below who your favorite is. Let me know if you liked her dress, if you like Tayshia and Caitlin hosting. I want to hear all of it, and I want to have discussions with you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys next Tuesday for another recap.